done broke it is. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, fuck. Just committed a war crime. Alright, work.
Got some fresh air? You look better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on the situation. You're in the Clear Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone. We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity knows what it is facing here. Understanding is the key to coexisting with the zone. Because if you think about it, the zone is the most wondrous phenomenon humanity has been confronted with in its entire history. As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than Stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago. No, that emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people. And that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions, and they're now warring for territory. In other words, many strange things have happened, and I don't yet fully understand the scale of these changes. It's only been a few days since the emission. If you ask me, the strangest thing of all is that you managed to survive it. I see. How can I help you? Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I don't know which is worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them, guys I would trust with my life without a second thought. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Because if I let you go, our presence here might not stay a secret for long. We are having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There are so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro in that sort of thing.
This is the second outpost. We're
Your
under attack. I
experience
repeat,
can
we're
save the
under
lives
attack.
of
Help!
many, Mike. That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Help us fight it off. If it makes any difference, some of the boys who saved you are there right now. You still remember how to survive in the zone? Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along.
Roger that.
Hello there. At last. Here, take this basic equipment kit. Designed specifically for patrol missions.
Shotgun, 9mm
I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for questions.
Macro inventory. Ooh. Okay, got the AKM. TMM. Shotgun. Medkits. 12 gauge.
You have my full attention.
Mark, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you. Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
This is...
Run for the tower! The monsters can't get you there!
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay.
You're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Attention all fighters. An emission is approaching. Get to cover now!
Bruh. It's like a Fallout NPC or a Skyrim NPC. Ah. Holy shit, dude. Can I loot their bodies? Take their ammo? Aww.
You survived the emission again. I'm not even that surprised. Our boys picked you up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Bien Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation. He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, it looks like something is increasing your body's performance in several areas, to the point where our monitoring equipment goes off the scale. Wait. Don't get too excited. There's always a fly in the ointment. Every emission harms your nervous system, and if this continues, you will die. A normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, the increasing regularity of these emissions is the zone's response to some sort of serious threat, akin to the response provided by a human immune system. It is difficult to rationally explain coexistence between humans and the zone. The zone tolerates us in some areas and forbids us from going to others. Whatever is beyond the Scorcher and further towards the center of the zone is taboo, a place where stalkers are not supposed to set foot. I think that recent events in the zone are related to the fact that someone broke that taboo and made it past the brain scorcher. It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the Vishkrantha. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the brain Scorcher. I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the Scorcher, and the emission was the zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process. I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will occur. Which brings us to what Clear Sky is doing. We are trying to prevent that disaster. You're right, but we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions, and that means something. We have to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price. There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly. I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice. Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us? Then listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment. But it's a lead. Through the swamps, of course, how else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
You're with us again? Oh, welcome, guest from foreign lands. What come you with? A bursting purse? Prized exotic wonders? Yeah, I heard your story. I reckon the main thing is that you're still alive. Stuff is easy enough to replace, as long as the zone is kind to you. So, we're gonna trade? That's the sort of people we are. You can't buy an extra 15 minutes of life, or a spare store from death. But us traders are needed everywhere, even in the zone, even in the swamps, and even underground. It's an illusion that the zone is under lock and key, and the army has all the ways in and out sealed. When you think about it, nowadays artifacts and rare specimens from the zone can be found all over the world. And your fellow stalkers never have a shortage of canned meat, vodka, ammo, or equipment. Somebody's got to be responsible for all that, right? Well, that's where we come in. In this place, it ain't like selling bootleg CDs on the outside with the cops up your ass every damn day. Around here, the situation is very simple. The outside world has an interest in the zone and vice versa. But it's officially forbidden, prohibited, all that bullshit. That's what we're here for. We make sure all those interests are satisfied and everybody's happy. There's a joke among traders that if someone points a gun at you, your best bet is to try to buy it off them. Let's not talk about it. You have no idea how tired I am of peddling these trinkets. There's a ton of ordinary artifacts out there, but the best tidbits pass this place by. I haven't had a unique item in my store for ages. Who knows? Maybe stalkers have already found everything there is to find. Man, hiding behind the Scorcher would be a dream. I heard you can get enough artifacts there to last you a lifetime. Provided your life doesn't end there and then. It's about time us traders joined forces and used our connections to find a way of getting... Yeah, I know. Anyway, listen, I've told you too much as it is. Good luck to you.
What you need, Stalker?
So you can take your blindfold off. Don't you try to follow me, it won't work anyway. If you want to come back to the base, find one of the guys at the fishing camp. Merc, it looks like you're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squad there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet. That's where they are. Damn you! Where on earth are you? Quick! We're getting slaughtered here! That's it. Now we'll teach them a lesson. Another attack repelled! Thanks, Merc. You really turned it around. Your reward will be waiting. Thanks for coming to our help. Let's show them who's boss.
Oh, dude, he's got that bread and that
Man, that was some
dude.
fine defensive action.
He's gonna leave all these perfectly good guns just sitting out here? Taking all this shit. Yeah, even the double barrel. I'm good at this body. Can F for this man right here.
What do you want, anyway? Stay down and wait. Keep on guard. Where are you, little shit? Hide it! That's it. Chill, fellas. Now we'll teach them a lesson.
Let's see what you shot me with now.
Sit tight where you are. Keep on guard. I think we got them all. Where
We
are
barely
you,
held them
little
off.
shit? Hiding. have my full attention. Looks all quiet to me. Stay where you are. Come by our base when you get a minute. We'll return the favor. Keep on guard. Where are you little shit hiding? That's it.
I have to help out.
Another attack repelled! We've reinforced our position in the swamps enough to give the renegades a real good kicking. Our next objective is their main base.
Looks all quiet to me.
We barely held them off.
Oh, those are slugs. Oh. I understand perfectly. So much 99. one of the bases?
Let's
What
do you want? Come on, wait. Keep your eyes peeled. It looks all quiet to me. Where are you little shits hiding?
Trying to get above 60 FPS constantly, brother. Please. Alright.
When will it stop? Wait.
Wowie. Friendly fire.
I lost him! Wait, let me use this! Where are you, little shit? I think we got them all.
So what is it that...
Oh, I forgot wait, I have hazardous radiation level? That was the time thing. Oof. Oh, what? I have to restart all of that? Oh, dude.
Got some fresh air? You look better as nice.
This is the second outpost. We're under attack. I repeat, we're under attack. Help!
That's enough chit-chat. Great. Get up.
There's no...
That.
Visitor? I'll be right at last. I've been...
Stalker, what do you want?
There are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you. By the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact. Run for the tower! The monsters can't get you there!
Yeah, you're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Attention all fighters. Any mission is approaching. Get to cover now!
You survived the emission. I know it's. I did. I know. We had that. Then listen to.
I'll be right there. Oh, welcome, guest. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Good luck to you.
Не то уже. Не то.
А вот анекдот. Старый и молодой долговцы идут по зоне. Вдруг старый останавливается.
I'll be there in a moment. What's up? Well, good luck. I repair faults in hardware, not in its owner's arms.
Показывает, мол, знаешь, что делать? А бывалый как завопит радостно. Вот, я же говорил,
Разминка за глубинкой гоняется с дубинкой.
What you need, Stalker?
We're there, so you can take your blindfold off. Don't you try to follow me. It won't work anyway. If you want to come back to the base, find one of the guys at the fishing hamlet. Merc, it looks like you're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squads there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet. That's where they are.
That was a nice fight, wasn't it? Here we go again. Handle it, stop! Scatter out in a chain. Be at the ready.
Merc, we're waiting for your signal.
держи!
asshole dug in. Here, catch a grenade!
Thanks, Bert. You really turned it around. Your reward will be waiting for you at the
Where
base.
are you little shits hiding? That's it. Chill, fellas.
Arrows, tell me where to go. Oh, wow. Sweet. So many pistols. Assuming help is at that burning building in this place. That's the building ain't burning. I see it. I have an arrow telling me to go that way, so I'm just doing anyways. We're going to that base I just destroyed?
The Renegade's lair. All we need to do now is take control of the paths to the swamp. You ain't all dead over there, are you?
So, what is it that you need?
That's why I'm getting exhausted so quickly, because I have too many fucking guns. That explains a lot. Well, I'll just drop some pistols. How much are they worth? Shit. Pistols, 300, 200. Bruh. No, I'm not overweight. So much 9mm.
What do you want, anyway?
Now maybe I won't really get exhausted so quickly.
What's up, Stalker?
Жизнь нынче неспокойная стала. Никогда не знаешь, какой сюрприз за кустом поджидает. То неудовольствие от работы, не то уже, не то...
So, what is it that you need?
You're with us again. Want to trade? Drop in next time you're in our neck of the woods.
I don't know if I called that a honey rifle. Very clearly a shotgun.